Hi guys, welcome to Cell Biology, Lesson 8, Active Transport. This is suitable for the AQA syllabus for both Biology GCSE and Combined Science. You can see a picture of a mitochondria here. What do? Well, they release energy by aerobic respiration, and energy is what we need when we want to do active transport. So let's get to the marks. Okay, looking at this picture of a tree, how does water, or why does a plant need so much water? Well, we can see water is escaping from the leaves of the plant, but also water is needed in the fruits and the leaves themselves. How do plants absorb water from the soil? Well, as you know, this is via osmosis, and the water molecules move into the roots from a high concentration in the soil, where there's lots of water, to a lower concentration inside the plant. Now remember, osmosis is the movement of water from a high to low concentration, or you can say down a concentration gradient, and it's across a cell membrane. Plants need to replace all that water that's lost through the stomata by transpiration, and they also need water to be turned into sugar during photosynthesis for the fruits, the roots, and the leaves. Now let's move on and look at how plants get mineral ions. Now, the difference with mineral ions is that the minerals are in a low concentration in the soil, but plants still need a lot of them inside their fruit, their leaves, and their roots. Plants need minerals to be healthy, so they have to move them in from a low concentration to a high concentration, and they do this by active transport. And the type of minerals that plants move in by active transport are nitrates, potassium, or phosphates. Active transport requires energy from respiration and goes against the concentration gradient across a cell membrane. We can say from a low concentration to a high concentration. So in summary, plants' roots absorb water by osmosis, but plants absorb minerals like nitrates into their roots by active transport. Active transport requires energy from aerobic respiration. That means it uses oxygen to move substances against the concentration gradient. Now look at the picture of the man here. He's pushing a heavy ball up a hill. That requires a tremendous amount of energy. This is an analogy for active transport. He's going against the concentration gradient. If he was to let go of the ball, it would simply roll down the hill. And that would be diffusion, which doesn't require energy. Let's have a go at these exam questions. Pause the video now. Okay, let's go through the answers. What process do plants use to move minerals, ions, into their root cells? Well, that's active transport. Active transport needs energy. What part of the cell releases most of this energy? Well, that's the mitochondria. Explain why active transport is necessary in root hair cells. Well, root hair cells have to move mineral ions against their concentration gradient. Let's look at this one. This is worth a whopping 4 marks. Plant roots obtain some of their mineral ions from the soil by active transport. What is involved in active transport? Well, there's a whole load of answers here, but the 4 or 5 that will always appear on mark schemes to do with active transport are mineral ions across a cell membrane against the concentration gradient. You can say from a low to high concentration, and it requires energy from respiration. Sometimes they require you to say aerobic respiration, or oxygen is needed for the respiration to occur. There are more answers on here than the ones I've just circled, as you can see, but these are the most common and most important answers you need to put. All right, guys, that was Let's Get to the Marks. Subscribe, hit the like. Thanks a lot.